have a great music lesson if the parent's goal is for the child to love music. So if you have questions, please ask away. This is probably the most questioned topic I deal with, whether I'm talking with friends or parents out and about, or people calling in or emailing, asking me questions. Parents want to know, will you help my child love music? And they'll tell me things like, my goal for my child is that they love performing, that they have confidence in this. I just want them to know the subject. What you're telling me when you say those things is generally that you're hoping that your child's going to find something in music that they think is fantastic, and they're going to, dig into that. Hello, ask questions if you've got them. It is not the norm that in our music lessons we just get to explore things that we might love about music. I think the normal lesson, especially in my generation, is we think about the teacher who said, okay, now play your scales, now do the next page on the book, now practice for an hour every day, right? And meet my expectations. That is all fantastic, but why can't we be mixing in things that students are interested in, like songwriting, improvisation? How about we let them explore their ear? This is such an interesting topic. Some parents will call me. So here's a really good question I've gotten. My child loves to noodle around and find melodies to songs. They're really good at it. And I want them to explore that. Well, traditional music lessons don't explore that very much, if at all. Technically, they do, because when we're learning to read music and we're hearing the feedback, we are improving our ear. But teachers don't traditionally lean into by ear learning. But what is wrong with learning by ear? There's nothing wrong with it. It actually is incredibly crucial. It's harder to teach. It takes more flexibility. It takes more in the moment creativity and just kind of trusting and going with the flow. And that is a unique type of teacher. I do believe that we shouldn't be fully teaching by ear. I have that's a whole nother blog and discussion. But I just wanted to give you a little bit of thought process. The most commonly asked, requested priority from a parent for music lessons is, I want my kid to love music. And that tells me that you're looking for what we do the most, which is a child-focused or a student-focused approach to teaching. We are flexible. We're going to mix in the things that make their eyes light up, that make them love what they're doing. That is not the normal approach. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. It is the way that I like to teach, and I seek out those teachers. There are 4 valid, common ways that I hear parents request what their priorities are. And so this week is number 1, and I'm going to be diving in every week after in the others. But this one is the most desired, especially in America. So what does it mean? We're still doing lesson book stuff. We're still learning from a curriculum, building on concepts, and growing in our sight reading ability. 100%. We're learning to read music. We're going to learn scales. We're going to learn technical warm-ups. We are going to learn performance songs. Those pieces are in every lesson. But there's only so much real estate in a lesson. So I need to pick and choose what my priorities are. So what direction am I going? If you say help my child love music, I'm going to seek out what makes their eyes light up. Sometimes I don't have to do anything because just touching the notes makes their eyes light up, and that's fantastic. Makes my job super easy. Hello. We're talking about music lessons and priorities for parents and how a teacher can be successful and how what you should be looking for as a parent. What's a good goal? So that's what we're talking about this month. Ask questions if you have them. So if your goal is that you want the student to love music, I would hope that your teacher is seeking out something they might love. Sometimes I have to get creative, is what I was saying. And sometimes we improvise. I'll pick a blues scale and I have them play the 4 notes they know on their guitar. Or if we're doing a piano lesson, maybe we're improvising. I love to just goof off and play a little something and let them play notes. Those things really help them to explore and express and build confidence. That could be 2 minutes of a lesson. That could be every other lesson. We could do songwriting once a month. It's not like it takes over everything, but we need to be seeking it out. Sometimes incorporating other family members into the play, the music playing opportunities is great. Sometimes I'll go in and I have a student who has written a song in between lessons, and I will let her play it for me. Sometimes I go in and they want to show me, I learned this song by ear, let me show you. Why don't we lean into that for a couple of minutes? So that's what I mean by this focus of just helping them find what they love about music. The benefits, they're going to discover what they love, and there's 100 ways They could go in any direction, in any lesson on their instrument. So why do we pick one over the other? Well, it's what your goal is. So I'm trying to equip you to give the teachers your clarity so that they can be successful. And then you feel like your investment was worth it. And also you see the beauty that you were hoping to see. Finding their voice, growing in confidence, that's going to come from that exploration with a flexible teacher. And then a lifelong relationship with music, obviously, grows from that. They're just never going to stop learning because we sort of took down the boxes, the right and the wrong. We're letting them express. We're giving them foundation. They're going to take their theory tests. They're still going to play their songs, right? But they're also getting that exploration time. Now, there is a downside. So because there's only so much real estate in a lesson, we can't do everything. So what are we giving up if we're letting our kids explore in their 30-minute piano lesson or their 45-minute piano lesson? They're not going to get as fast through the curriculum. So don't be thinking they're going to get everything under the sun, right? They can't explore and go super fast in the curriculum and learn these crazy, amazing performance pieces that are 6 months long. Like, you got to pick what the priority is. This is my favorite way to learn, though. So we're still progressing. We're sight reading every week. We're moving forward and we're exploring. Number 2, downside potentially would be parent support is still really essential. It's not as essential as if we had like this really crazy goal of, memorizing a whole 7-minute piece or going really quickly through the books, doing really challenging pieces. This is still important that you are helping your child practice at least a couple times a week. Hold them accountable. Set alarms for them. Check in with them throughout the week. And then the students might need some extra guidance, but it's usually pretty fun stuff, like having them show you what they've been working on, maybe giving them some tips as a parent on how to write some words for their song if you hear them trying and they need a little bit of assistance between lessons. But it's pretty simple stuff. Is this approach right for you? If you love experimenting with, if your child loves experimenting with new sounds and ideas, if they need an emotional outlet, which is all of us, don't we all? So this is great if that's what you're looking for. This is not the right approach for you if you value that you see them progressing through their books. If you value them playing really hard pieces at recitals, if that is the top value, then come next week because I'm going to talk all about what you should be looking for and how you're going to communicate that to your teacher and like what are you giving up when you do that kind of a thing. But today we're really focused on just having them have a beautiful relationship with music that will build and build and build. And I will say, sometimes sometimes we have challenges as a parent just picking like what do I want? I don't know what I want. I'm putting them in piano lessons. That's okay. Tell your teacher that. Like, I have no idea what I want. Well, I bet as you watch, you're going to go, oh, I want that. Oh, I want less of that, right? I have someone helping me with something and it's a thing I've never had help with before. I had no notes. Well, after 2 weeks, I had some notes, right? So communicate with your teacher. Share your wins and maybe the not so much wins that you're seeing, and that will help them be successful. You can message me, email me, text me, call me anytime, direct message. We are here to help. Our mission is to bring music to more families. We teach amazing online lessons. We have online group lessons for our online students as well. They get a whole comprehensive program when you're online with us. We also teach in person in Gainesville, Jacksonville, North Orlando, St. Augustine, Ocala. So we can drive to your house for weekly lessons. We teach almost all the instruments, not didgeridoo, maybe not accordion. Trying to think of anything we don't teach, but pretty much all the other ones. And again, our goal is just, I want to help you as a parent be successful. I want to help your child be successful. And I certainly want to bring more music to more people. So thank you for joining me. Message away. Have a great weekend.